Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
then you need Nelson.
The chief executive officer of Valley Electric Association was taken into custody last night at the utility company located on Highway 372 here in Pahrump for embezzlement. Police say that Angela Evans had work done at her home in the Winery neighborhood and billed VEA. Evans allegedly had a contractor move power lines underground at her residence located on the corner of Winery Road and Havasu Street. Law enforcement says that the newly constructed custom-built home is the only residence on the street that has no power lines running through the backyard of the property. The Nye County Sheriff's Office reports that $75,000 worth of work was allegedly billed to the cooperative. The power lines, which run parallel to the 230 kilovolt lines that VEA sold to Grid Lions for $200 million, run through the properties, then suddenly stop and go underground, then back up the pole to the other side of the yard. An employee with VEA reported that the work was done but did not know how it was paid for. The Nye County Sheriff's Office says that they were tipped off by two individuals and have received a copy of the invoice. They say that Evans admitted that Valley Electric should have not been billed for the work and said that she would fix it according to the declaration of arrest. Valley Electric Association's Chief Financial Officer, Steve Morrison, has been named Acting Chief Executive Officer by Board Chairman Ken Dershon, according to Michael Hingle, Valley Electric's Vice President of Corporate Communications. Valley's Board of Directors is meeting today to confirm the appointment, and they say to launch an internal investigation and review Angela Evans' arrest. There is a continuing investigation by the Nye County Sheriff's Office into financial records and key individuals at the Valley Electric Association following a sudden broadband and electrical rate increase. It has been reported Valley Electric Association offered voluntary layoffs to 16 employees with severance packages and also eliminated 18 job positions to cut expenses for the member-owned utility. The members say that this did not coincide with the forecasted 10-year rate stability guarantee following that $200 million sale of the transmission lines voted in by members. There's also been allegations of a cover-up at VEA by the Nye County Sheriff's Office, who conducted a raid after reports that former CEO Tom Husted may have sexually harassed an employee and that key figures were paid not to disclose the information. Today we asked Ken Johnson, who is the former executive of business development for Valley Communications, if Evans would normally need approval for this type of expenditure, which police say was billed as System I, which refers to system improvements, which is a line item used when the co-op absorbs the cost of repairs or improvements and depreciates internally.
Typically, I don't know all the ins and outs of how finance gets things approved, but normally in a normal corporation, you would have a certain discretion to a dollar figure, and then at least you would disclose it to the board. But if it was buried in plant work where, like building a line or something like that, it's not like you're writing a check per se, or if it was employee wages that went into that account, it would be difficult to see, and I don't know that it would have been highlighted to the board. You would hope that it would have been, but then that opens up its own can of worms of problems if that were the case too. So all we want to say is let's get a fresh board that gets a fresh look at things, and then they can tell us whether, the other board was doing a good job and the best under the circumstances, or, if things got lapsed and now we got a chance to fix it.
Valley Electric Association issued a press release addressing the recent events involving the cooperative. They said that they would like to assure members that Valley Electric Association will cooperate fully and transparently with authorities. VEA regrets the current circumstances and remain committed to their members, and services will not be affected.